that in the comments below if you do. All right, and we're down to room number 5 in our 5-room dungeon, and that for me is the boss fight, right? Because you got to have like a big boss, and especially if it's somebody's first time, I like it to be a big boss. So I want it to be like a dragon, right? Because it is Dungeons and Dragons after all. So if it's somebody's first time, I want them to experience a dungeon. I want them to experience a dragon. But if you have experienced players, you could have a beholder, right? You could have an epic character like that. But make sure that your adversaries are epic, and make sure that you let the players describe their actions in a heroic way. So each time it's a player's turn, you've already gone through combat in room number 3, right? So now the players should at least like have an idea of like maybe what they thought they wanted to do in the original combat that they didn't get a chance to do, and now they can pull out that secret weapon, that ultimate thing that they want to do, that thing that's like from the movies, you know, diving onto the dragon's back, casting lightning, you know, chain lightning, whatever it is. And make sure that the players know this is the end of the dungeon, right? This is the end of the story. So they don't have to hold back. They just replenished all their stuff in room number 4, and they can just let loose and fire away and become the heroes of the story. Each player wants to be the hero of their story, right? So you let them have that aspect. So the rogue gets to sneak, and the paladin gets to stand up and be bold, and the cleric gets to heal, and the wizard gets to cast spells. This is very important. And then also make sure that they know that there's going to be treasure and rewards, and make sure you don't forget that. A lot of times what happens, I think, in sessions that I see is time runs out towards the end. And so once the boss is defeated, then the game is over and everybody starts packing up their books and putting their dice back in their bags, and they're ready to go home, right? But make sure you leave enough time to allow the players to get the treasure, get the reward, because that was the whole point, right, of fighting this, or going on this adventure, fighting these monsters, getting through the dungeon, is to like get to the point where they actually have rewards. So make sure you reward their characters and throw in a hook for the next session, because the rewards are kind of meaningless. If they're going to better their character, the reward might be they level up if they don't think there's going to be another session. And maybe they already know that. Maybe this is a one-shot. Maybe they're never going to see you again. Maybe this is a one-time deal. But at least present the illusion so that this experience resonates in their minds, right? So that they can think about this after it is said and done.